Yeah, I know. Hello. Good day. Welcome back to SalMedia TV. And today we have the opening day of the FIFA World Cup in Qatar here on SalMedia TV. Um, we're going to, share our thoughts and our views on the World Cup in general, and also preview and review the Qatar versus Ecuador game. Where can I watch it though, if possible? Depending on where you are in the world, let me know if it's locally, CVM TV and C Sports dot net. Yeah. Um, but once you join, please like the video, subscribe if you're new, and share with others as we go along.
One second.
I'll give you a quick second to complete that.
Somebody in the back with a single.
Hey, good day. Welcome back. So, today the FIFA World Cup begins, and spinners say if the match is going to be showed here. Copyrights won't allow that. You can't stream FIFA World Cup. My apologies to all the ones that would be interested to watch the stream here, but we can't do that. What we can do is the commentary while the game is going on and all of that, but realistically we cannot stream the game. The channel can get flagged or striked. So once you're in this, drop the flag of the country that you are repping or the flag of the country that you think is going to win. As you enter, you don't have to ask any questions. I'm a German by second nation. But I'm going to introduce one of our regular guests to come and give his feedback on what he thinks about the World Cup and his expectations. Um, so you guys can share your views and your thoughts as well. And as I said, let me know, who are here: the Germans, the Brazilians, the Argentinians, and so forth. So let's welcome Nico to the stream.
Good morning, everyone.
All gone, bro.
Staying in the
First
building,
thing,
you know?
let people them know which team you rep.
Yeah,
Me now for tell you which team you rep. It's obvious. It's obvious. Yeah.
yeah,
See, I'm a flag.
no, but yeah, feel like me I go with a list
No,
season.
this is
Feel
not
like,
Premier League time. No, this is not Premier League
yeah,
time. So
well,
that Liverpool team have no significance right now.
you feel
Yeah,
like,
that's how that rank
I
Liverpool put
listen, me
on.
I go with man. Brazil, I listen, and Brazil wants to carry it over, man.
But those are who you want, carry to them. Those are your
Yeah.
favorite.
It's not
Okay.
really my favorite, but not a favorite no more.
No, favorite as in who you think more likely to win. Like the team, which team
Yeah,
is
Brazil, Brazil and, as I say, Allison and Co.
okay. So do you now rep no team? You don't have any favorite team? I don't understand. You,
Not no more.
you don't rep
It's
any more the national team again? Why?
not
What's wrong?
saying Germany, because when I like to see Jamaica, 2014 was Germany win the World Cup, and that was just it. All I could do is just watch. We just feel uncomfortable as sit down and watch another nation
Yeah,
celebrate the World Cup, wanting that feeling there with your own
that is true.
country. You understand? So the feeling never changed for me after seeing Germany win the World Cup. And then
Okay. So after Germany win, it's like yes, all right. At least my see my team win now. There's no fuss about it.
there's no fuss about it, and that was it. You understand?
Yeah,
So
I'm kind of get that energy as well. I would be okay to see others if it's not Germany. So I'm open to seeing others win it. Like some players, like for example, your favorite player, or you love to watch a favorite player. If
yeah,
he's wrong,
I mean, Messi, everybody would like to
those
see
players.
Messi carry to, just like the Cristiano fans them as well. They would
Yeah, a lot
like
of people would
even
love to see Messi or Ronaldo win it. Yeah, that's true. And honestly, it would be. I know it would be a forever trolling for whichever side won it, But at the end of the day, it still will be good for whoever win it. If Ronaldo or Messi win, I mean, it will be good for
Especially
modern
with the
football.
greatness
You know,
them carry. Because you can't be that great and not carry home the World Cup at the end
yeah,
of
so
your
that's what I'm
career.
saying. Because most people always go back to, okay, they're great in club football, but they haven't won the World Cup. So if either win it, it's good for modern football generally. You know, even though we know it will cause World War III,
It's gonna
but
cost
I
a big
think it will be,
problem.
yeah, it will cause an everlasting. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, so
So you were me.
no, I switch over the connection because next one I move kind of slow. So yeah, sorry about that. So you mentioned Jamaica. Do you think based on the teams that you see qualify from the CONCACAF, do you think Jamaica should have easily been in the World Cup?
Well, I mean, nothing is easy at the end of the day now because everybody is fighting to qualify. But seeing where we're coming from and some of the quality players and our love for football and how much we put in football, Jamaica should be further than some of the nations
Yeah.
that are ahead of us, and we should be doing much better. We should be fighting harder for the World Cup. We should be in a position for the World Cup. It's been what, since '98? We love football so much. We play so much football back home. Just like the track and field, we put so much effort into it, and we see the product, and with Bolt and all of them. But why what happened to football? Why the school football? Why we not see more from the players?
I
Why
mean,
we not see more players go forward like the track and field?
regarding the track and field still, I think the track and field more, we have a very good structure and program out here with some coaches and all of that. And I think we take that a lot more serious from the younger age. And it rewards from it. But the structure and the program where all of these track and field young athletes are come through, I think that enables them to go and perform. And I think with tracks, once you run the time, nobody can take that from you. So in football, it's kind of more difficult, especially if you watch a lot of the local programs regarding Jamaica and how the national team, set up. A lot of favoritism is mentioned and all of that. So if you run a time if you run 100 meters and you run 990, nobody else can take the 990 from you. So you have to run. When you're in the football space, you might be the best midfielder, but you want the coach.
You don't have the name.
You don't have a name, or you don't have the back in there, you don't have that stuff. It's a little bit different. So it's more straightforward with the track and field. So you find that it's easier for us to get the better athletes to be
push them forward, right?
Yeah, so it's a bit different. So so other than from Brazil, which you say you're more favor for win than anybody else, who else do you think might give them that challenge though? Going into
I was looking forward to France, but seeing the whole France team, the whole first 11 is almost injured out.
Yeah, it's rough.
It kind of, I don't think Mbappe can do it by himself. But Argentina,
Jean-Paul Rose Liverpool now play World Cup. I mean Jean-Paul, I tell him about Liverpool jersey earlier.
Argentina. Yeah, I've been trying to get the Allison jersey, but I can't. Like, I forgot what a cheap as and done. Anyway, I want the original, but we don't know if we find it.
It reach? We don't know if we find it?
No, it no reach. No, not the jersey. We don't buy it because we don't know which part to find. Say, the original. You see me? I mean, I spend money. I say, I buy the original. Then I have it up.
You have it up.
Then no.
Oh, weird. All right, we can go up on the Brazil Instagram page and see if they might promote. Most of them promote the website.
Where it's available. But I'm gonna see where I go on again.
Yeah,
as I said, we just want a cheap as and done.
Yeah, cause time kind of out. Someone Jean-Paul say you want to look a wagon, go put on a white shirt. Well, him not the favorite team again, so.
But this time of year, everybody all up on a wagon, and I mean, as me say, seeing Allison with the not saying the love, but the since he bring to Liverpool and I kind of favor the player. But I love to see him bring home the World Cup with everything else where him achieved with Liverpool. So that's one of the reasons as well. I would like to see him carry on the Confederate, not the what they made the Copa America, sorry.
Yeah, the Copa America.
You know me? So hopefully he
Didn't
can
he
lead the
didn't he
World
win
Cup.
it the year before? He won it the year when he won,
Yeah,
I
I
think,
think him without Neymar.
he won it. He won it. He won it.
Yeah, with Coutinho them and so
Yeah, man,
yeah,
he won it,
he
man.
did. But
Can we view live match here? Hold on. Shanil Hyman. All right. So for World Cup, copyrights won't allow that. You know, they can strike the channel. So there's no way we can live stream a World Cup game. You understand? You know, it's sad, but yeah, that's just reality. What we can do is stream while the game is going on and do live commentary and share our feedback and thoughts, but we can't show the game. No, it's not possible.
I mean, pertaining to the
Judge
West
Liverpool in every sentence this man construct.
Mhm.
Say I walk up and down the Liverpool, you know, stop.
Never, man.
Man, I force Liverpool in the World Cup conversation as much as possible.
Everything
Right.
that pertaining to overall challenge. Yo, this
Yeah.
just seem things are getting more unpredictable as the World Cup come because I don't know. This will seem like one of the most exciting World Cup leading up to it. I don't know why. It has a whole heap of controversy. It's not getting much promoting. Even the songs, the World Cup songs, the songs now hit like they used to.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you know
That's
some of
true,
them.
because I honestly I don't even really know the song like that. I listen it, but I don't even.
You
I
have
only see
one with
one.
Da Baby. Who the hell want to hear Da Baby sing the World
Yeah,
Cup
like
song?
happy
You have,
music.
you have one with Nicki Minaj where it just not add up leading
That
up to
one
the
is
World
better though.
Cup.
That one is better. It was a TikTok or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that one is better.
I mean, leading up to the World Cup, the World Cup itself
Yeah.
is going to be exciting. I'm not saying, especially if people can get to watch it because it can get complicated. Easy, everything just like expensive, brother, and it get harder to keep up. But the World Cup are gonna be exciting. It will get unpredictable more and more as it goes on because main players are getting injured more and more. The Heat, I was seeing something yesterday. It seem like some of the players, especially the European teams, will be able
Yeah.
to keep up with the Heat
I was
in
I was
Qatar.
I was actually saying that before. I said, you know, I favor our South American team because this heat, European players,
So,
especially that they did not used to that side of the world,
and
they won't cope with that
sorry,
easily.
for some reason, Eto and Drogba seem to be back in the African
Senegal.
teams. I don't really know. So, as I
I would
said,
enjoy watching African team win though.
it definitely, and it'll get unpredictable more and more as it go on to get because as strong as Brazil be, I don't think
Yeah,
the team is that experienced to say, yo,
sure. I mean, if you look at the spine of the team, right? You spoke of Allison have won
well,
almost
that's
everything.
true. And Thiago,
Everything except for the World Cup. You look at the central defender. You look at the spine of the team, you know. Thiago Silva,
the
Marquinhos,
Casemiro, the
you know,
fact they have
very
done. But
very
I don't,
experienced centre back player. Casemiro, 5 Champions League, very good holding midfielder. Then you
thanks
look
for
at
that.
Neymar construction with a lot. We don't even speak of the forwards, you know. So they do have a great team.
Yeah,
They have young and they have young legs
the
to
young legs. But
complement all of
I mean,
that. You
internationally, well, as I say still, I think, yeah, you're right on that. And I stand corrected. But I just thought, just like with the Copa,
know? Yeah.
everybody had them to win it.
Yes, that's
And they played so good until they reach up to the finals, where everything just seemed different. You just didn't know what was happening in the finals. I mean, Argentina was playing pretty good. We won't take that from them. But that's what I'm talking about. It's just when it get down to the nitty gritty, you don't know if they're gonna stand up as that Brazil and just take it and say, "Oh, it's our World Cup." But I mean, Argentina, and we know they will be coming fighting Messi and Portugal. I was giving them an edge, and I'm still giving. I expect.
1 second before you continue. Kishan, I saw you in the back at backstage, but I was waiting for Nico to finish what he was saying before I invited you. I didn't want to just invite you and then You know,
Certainly.
you know that you're coming, but you can come back, and I'll always introduce you. All right, continue, Nico.
So Portugal, they have a pretty good team, so I was kind of giving them a strong edge.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's just for them to come and perform now. And we know the kind of problems the team have right now with a certain player. So we don't know how they're going to start the team,
Yeah.
or who is going to play. And that might just play a part with how far they go.
Ahmed, Chavez said Ahmed to score the first World Cup goal.
Who is Ahmed? I don't even...
let me check how much Ahmed will be.
That's a Qatar player.
Hold on, let me check the odds for that. For Chavez, go and buy it. You can make some money.
It could be a draw, I don't know.
I mean, let me just go on the FIFA website quickly.
Is Qatar that good?
I have Ecuador here. I am doing the match predictor, so I'm going to predict every single game there is, and I have 2-1 to Ecuador.
You sure?
First game.
Okay. They have been scoring goals, brother. Yo, the man them now win. You know what? How they reach a year ago? But since of lately, the man they now scoring a goal. The man they now winning. The man they also play football.
I mean, let me tell you about the South American teams. What I have realized, no matter how bad they are playing, they're not easy to beat, and they will come and play.
Yeah, that's why I was saying I would give them a draw, even though I don't see them scoring a lot. I don't see anybody scoring on them as well. But it's the quality of the teams. Most of the teams that they have played for the last 6 games, it's not. But I mean, this is a different kettle of fish, right? And it brings out a different fight. So if they got themselves to the World Cup, they obviously know how to do it.
Just being there in that environment, in that setting, and and you see it's like a big celebration and a big what do you call it? It's like a carnival basically.
You never know. Maybe they're saving their best for the World Cup.
Yeah, so you can never count once a team reaches the World Cup, especially a team that have a lot of fight in them.
Ecuador is a very aggressive team at the end of the day. It does
fight like
physically as well.
It's a South American thing generally, and that's why I always don't count out South American teams, and that's why I give them the edge in this, because I think the Heat will get I give South American teams the edge because the Heat, it probably is going to be a big factor. I saw some of them in training. Most of them they're stopped to taking cool downs and stuff like that. A lot of cool down in breaks. I don't know if they're going to do that in the games. I don't know, but we'll have water breaks. But it's really, 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 really hot. Up and running say this World Cup is for Brazil to lose. Look at all the injuries to other teams. They are the only strong team that doesn't have an injuries going on. That's true. They are full strength, and at the moment they can literally say if France do come and win this World Cup, Mbappe would just be the man of the world, because look at going forward and in that midfield they're losing a lot of experience that they're used to playing with, and that is it. They have quality players to back up. I said it in my prediction video. They have quality players to back up, but that balance that you find in a team when you take out so many players and have to change it around, it's not easy to find the chemistry immediately. So even though the younger players, the Guendouzi, the Real Madrid midfielders, they are good players, but we don't know how are they going to slot in and deliver a Pogba, Kante.
A Pogba, I don't. Kamavinga has a bright future, and he has games where he play good.
I think both of them are Real Madrid players. Kamavinga and
the other player as well. I don't think he has found his feet as yet. I don't know if the league it's taking time for it, but I don't see them doing nothing close to what Kante and Pogba can do in that midfield at this rate. I don't see them doing nothing close for them.
Chavez Enrique made a very good point. Sorry, Nico. Chavez Enrique said, listen to what Chavez Enrique said. He said that France, they're not replacing Benzema. Why would you want to go to World Cup with a player shot? I know most players won't play more than a couple minutes for the whole World Cup, but why not give somebody else the opportunity to at least say, yes, I went to the World Cup? That's a medal. If France win the World Cup, that's a medal that could have been given to another player and family.
They could always bring what's his name, that guy from Real Betis, seeing that everybody else is picking players that as that, whether they are performing or not. Most coaches are picking the players that have been playing in the team, so they could always bring what the guy name from Real Betis that went to the last World Cup. Fekir could Fekir.
And he's a good player. But the thing is, Nico, what I'm saying, even if you're not picking a player to make the biggest difference in the team, you're giving this player an opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, full list squad, right? Everybody, it's 26, everybody deserves a chance.
Yeah, everybody deserves a chance to represent. I mean, these are all professional players, and this is what most players would out to want to achieve in the game. You know, you want to say you played in a World Cup, and if potentially you go to the semifinal and final, this is a big, you know, a big part of your career. And
it might just be a push. It might just be a push for a player to move to a better club to give him.
Very good point. And it can improve them as well. Like, imagine the confidence a player that didn't think he would go to the World Cup.
They might just be the next player for another World Cup, right? Yeah. What if they didn't carry Mbappe because of his age?
Yeah. I mean, that's a good point. I saw it this morning and I was like, why would they do that? Like, your shot, to me, that's very unfair to every other professional French player that have been called.
What I see, you know, the coaches, they have already decided their first teams, you know.
And I totally understand that, Nick.
Yeah, Giroud, and it seems like it already says that Giroud will be starting and no one will be playing.
But at the end of the day, come on, bro. Even if you don't plan to play another player.
Who replaced Nkunku?
Bring someone in the squad.
Who replaced
I wasn't keeping up with all of the immediate replacements, but I can look up on the full roster soon. Mrs. Data Price, bless up Sal. Respect Empress Fees, Sal. Wagwan. By the way, guys, as you enter, just drop a flag off the country that you're repping. Please let me know what's going on in the chat. Let me know who repping who, and let's see if over here is full of Brazilians like this German favor Brazilians. But let me know who you guys repping, you know, and how you feel. Do you feel the World Cup fever? Nico said he doesn't feel the fever this year. You know, not even the song, not really, you know, doing much like the usual. Nobody really singing it. Nobody. I mean, there's a YouTuber called Ice Speed. His song maybe is more popular than the World Cup song, and that's really bad. Yeah. Chavez said he's representing Deutschland all the way. So Qatar and Ecuador is going to play now. Let's just look at the team quickly. Before I go though, let me show you guys my fantasy team. I did go ahead and do a fantasy team. I thought that why not?
We should have been Benzema. It was a Benzema injury.
I didn't have him from the get-go. Where do I find this thing now?
Valencia. Anybody remember Valencia?
Yeah, the Ecuadorian. Both they used to have two guys named Valencia on the team. Rocket Fantasy, yeah.
Yeah, man, still I run out to Ecuador, man. This
is my fantasy team. Allison, you speak highly of Allison earlier. And they have Hernandez, France, Ake, Netherlands, Marquinhos, Brazil, and Dalat from Portugal. Olsen from Denmark, Zielinski, Poland, Valverde from Uruguay. And, these forwards speak for themselves. And that's my fantasy team. Hopefully, I can win in the fantasy. A lot of people join the fantasy.
Even we have Allison to start, but would you be surprised to see Edison inside the goal?
Yeah, I would because the coach favor for Allison. He has been playing for them in most games.
What are the reasons you think for that? Because I've always wondered.
I mean, I think he have, and if you remember, we spoke of the 2019, I think it was, or 2020 performance that he had for Brazil. I mean, and Brazil and Liverpool, that consistent dominance and how he was important in all of these titles that both the club and country won. It's very difficult to replace him. You understand? I think he's a better goalkeeper than Edison, really and truly. Edison is a ball playing goalkeeper. He will make good saves now and then, but Alisson is a monster in the goal. You know. So Qatar, they will start with a 5-3-2, Ecuador 4-4-2. Let's run through the Qatar lineup quickly. In goal, we have Saad, Al-Shib, Pedro Miguel, Hassan, Homad, Hamed, Bassam, Hisham. I don't know most of these players. I'm just being honest right here, right now. Bolem, Kuki, Abdulizad,
That name is sound like I'm balling here, man. Watch out for him.
Hazan,
Watch
Alidos,
out then Cookie.
Karim, Buriaf, Akram, Afif, and Almoez Ali. Guys, just please bear with me with my pronunciations. I don't know those teams and those players and the names. Honestly, I don't know them that much. For Ecuador, Hernandez, Galindez in goal, Felix Torres, Piero, Purvis, Angelo Preciado, Romario, Ibarra, Gonzalo Plata, and Mendez, Moise Caicedo, Michael Estrada in Valencia as a captain. I mean, it's probably two of the lesser like teams that most would support the World Cup, but they are kicking off the big celebration. The ceremony would
Valencia 33.
The ceremony would have went on earlier, and they should be going onto the pitch now. But what's your prediction for this game, though?
I see the game drawing. I don't know why, because I see Qatar, but I don't know. But Qatar is always winning, and I don't know if the team has some form of chemistry or the players are just that good. But whenever they play, they're always winning or they're always performing in their games. We don't even know where the players, most of these players appear from.
Yeah. Chavez says Caicedo's play for Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton. Yeah, play for Brighton.
Good morning, Navarro Wita. You can also, let us know who you are repping for the World Cup and what's your prediction for the first game.
It's kind of hard to say, Ecuador is going to win for me. See, they're not scoring, but they're keeping clean sheets. And that's why, for me, at the end of the day, if we are going to lean to anybody say winning for me, it just feel like it's Qatar will win the game. But they're going to go with a draw because Ecuador, they're a strong team. And they're not going down without a fight. So
for the gamblers there, Qatar is $3, almost $4 to win. You can also always, multiply that money by 4 if you go ahead and buy. I have a video on how you can make money from, the World Cup.
Careful, I mind the money on your
you can go ahead and watch that video on how you can make money from the World Cup. I think yes, I did buy this game on a ticket. I buy 2 goals or more to score in this game. So I didn't buy anybody to win. It was just a ticket that one of my friends, he did the ticket and showed me. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna just buy it. I didn't plan to buy anything in this game, but I went to the
punch. Try the draw to man. Or the Qatar win, you never know. Try one of them. But the draw have a strong favor.
Draw. You think the draw is more likely? The draw is like $5. The draw is not bad either. $5 for the draw. The first 3 answers to tell me what should I buy for this game, I will buy it. A draw, or Qatar win, or Ecuador to win 2-1 exactly. And I will go ahead and buy it and then show you guys what it looks like. But I'll buy it first. I'll do it on my phone so I can do it quickly. So let me know what you think. I have like 3 minutes to buy it. So the options are Qatar to win, the game to draw, or Ecuador to win 2-1. But Ecuador, because Ecuador have a small odds, I'll go correct score. So let me know what you think. First answer says draw. Hold on. Morning, Clarendon College. the background, ensure that there are no noise, please. I can go ahead now. Oh, you can unmute and let us know what you think quickly.
Yes.
I tell him off to turn on.
It sounds like you're watching the video on the next tab. Please close the video and then get back to us. I'm hearing a feedback.
Morning, everybody.
Morning. What do you think? How do you think the game is going to finish? The first game?
I'm gonna say 1-0.
Huh?
1-0.
1-0 to who?
To
Qatar or Ecuador?
Qatar, Ecuador 1. Who?
Yeah.
Who? Qatar or Ecuador? Qatar 1-0?
Man, second, me tell you.
All right, so we have a draw. We have a Qatar 1-0.
Yeah.
We have 1 minute. 1 minute for
So
any
which team
answer
you
in
support?
the chat. I'll decide. Huh?
You may have to which team you support. Which team you supporting? Which team you supporting?
Brazil.
Brazil.
I'm
It's
not a
all good
Brazilian.
Brazil.
Your favorite player?
Who's your favorite player?
Brazil or France?
Brazil or France?
Okay. So you know it's not see the Mbappe name, man.
Mbappe and Neymar and Bala. So have a draw and have a Qatar 1-0. I'm going to go with the caller's choice. So if the match draw, you can
Idiot.
So I give man a warm time.
all right. Clarendon, you have to ensure there's no noise in the background, please. Okay.
So do you see Brazil in the World Cup?
So him say Qatar 1-0. I'm going to buy Qatar 1-0. The caller said that I'm going to work with it. Looking for the exact score. I have a couple seconds to go. Qatar 1, Ecuador 0. That's $8. So my $1,000 will give me $8,000 on the caller's choice.
8-1?
Yeah, 8-1. So let me show you.
What?
So this is what you guys can see it.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. But I'm gonna show you on the computer. I'll soon show you. Yeah, so I went to the caller's choice. So it's 1-0. The game should be kicking off right now. And honestly, I think Ecuador is going to win, though, personally. I was a little baby. I'm a little baby around him.
Yeah, we'll get Sony for going everything.
So what do you think about England game tomorrow, though, Nico? England, the hopes of England, taking it home. What do you think about that?
The hopes of them carrying it home. As I said, the World Cup and England always have a strong team. So will they perform? Nobody knows. But they can. But I mean, nobody sees that happening. And I don't see that happening. Maybe they might reach the quarters. They probably reach the quarters and have a good game, as always, but ending up on the losing end because they never carry enough fight with them. They're never confident in themselves.
Okay. So, the guys are lining up now to kick off. Did you get to watch my prediction video? I have them to go to the finals. Based on, it's not that I think they have the second best team because I didn't have them to win, but have them to go to the final based on how the bracket would have set up with who go on the left and who go on the right. And honestly, based on how I set it up, most of the top teams went on the other side of the bracket, like Brazil, Argentina, France. Most of those teams went on the other side. So the road to finals for them, I honestly had them to go to the final based on the bracket. I don't have them as a top 2 team in the world because I don't think they are. But if it goes the way I see it, they should make the finals. But I think they have a very good team. But I think the biggest problem with the England squad is the coach. I think the coach. I don't know. If England
Okay,
starts
no
tomorrow
good.
and Maguire starts, I'll be shaking my head like, what is this coach really doing? Like he is very inconsistent and he contradicts himself from time to time because
From time to
at some
time.
point
You
he said
never know
he's
the
playing.
starting 11 yet.
At some point he said he's only carrying players on farm to the World Cup. And then you look in the squad, you see Maguire, and you're like, but Maguire is hardly playing. What do you mean? How do you explain that?
But that's the point I've read. Nobody's left out the senior players that they carry to the last. It doesn't matter how bad they're playing, they're not being left out. So that's why I say Fekir can go to the World Cup. Call Fekir to replace Benzema. Simple.
Yeah, I think, and I said honestly regarding the France situation, anybody can just go and make up the squad. I think it would just be a good thing for if I was a French player and I didn't make the initial squad and I see a player injured and there's an empty slot and I'm playing consistently, for my club. The game has kicked off. The World Cup is now on. Qatar versus Ecuador 1-0. Wait, sorry, that was a prediction. Qatar versus Ecuador 0-0.
Right here in my edge.
Clarendon, just keep the mic mute until you're ready to speak, and that way you won't have the child interrupting. Yeah, so 0-0, game has just kicked off. The caller said 1-0. I worked with his bet, and I went and I purchased it. I shouldn't show you the ticket. But most Chavez said draw and Nico said draw. But I have Ecuador to win. I just think that South American teams will be, very strong in this World Cup. And Qatar, they're on the front foot early on. So the ball is being played in Ecuador half at the moment. But I really think England have such a good team, like a really, really good team. And they have, the Hurricane, a foul here to Ecuador.
1 second.
They have the Hurricane. They have, the Saka, Sterling. These are players that have been playing for a while together. The Jude Bellingham, he's on great form.
Sir.
Hello? All right, I'm going to remove you from the chat because you keep on unmute and there's noise in the background. PSG for this. And Ecuador has scored. It's Ecuador 1, Qatar 0. Ecuador 1, Qatar 0. Like I said, these European teams are very strong. You can't count them out. So Ecuador scores the first goal in FIFA World Cup 2022 in Qatar. So it was the initial free kick that they got, lobbed in, keeper came out, didn't handle it well. A scissors kick and then a header from the captain Ener Valencia to make it 1-0 very early on their first attack. First attack to Ecuador and they're up 1-0. So there you go. The callers 1-0 that he predicted to Qatar is out the door. I lost my money. And that's how it goes when you bet and gamble. But guys, remember, Can't play the game in the background. Yeah, so 1-0 to Ecuador, and the World Cup has really kick-started now. I had them to win, and I had, over 2 or more goals to score in the game.
All right, so me link you back after.
All right, no problem.
All right. Clarendon, you 1-0 out of the door already, my boss.
Yeah, I see you at halftime, Clarendon, as well. Yeah, so there's a VAR check, and the goal is pulled back. The goal is actually pulled back. There's a VAR check, so the game is back to 0-0. The game is actually back to 0-0 for offside in the build-up to the goal. So it's back to 0-0. Let me see. Initial header, no, he's onside there. Let's see, no, where is this offside? I'm not seeing where it was offside though. I'm not seeing where it was offside, but they have pulled it back, and the game is now 0-0. For some reason, I've only gotten Brazilian. Well, I got one German in Chavez. That let me know that he's carrying Germany. But for the others, who are you guys repping in this year's World Cup? Ecuador on the front foot again. Qatar wins it back. Yeah, so a pretty decent start to the game. Both teams exchanging position. I don't know why the website hasn't updated their scores yet. It's still 0-0. I don't know why they don't update that, but yeah, it's 0-0. So Chavez basically 1-0 still intact. I can still actually, win from that bet. So let's see if Qatar can turn it around. Because that's not a good sign when the first attack you face, you concede. In literally the first couple of minutes of the game. It'll be a very long day for the defenders for the most part going forward in this game. But I guess, other people, they have something against VAR, and this is why I don't have something against VAR. Because if they're getting calls right, why not? If there was no VAR, there will be a chance Qatar will 1-0 behind from an offside goal. So I'm gonna always root, in favor of the VAR system, because I see where it makes sense. And the reality is, I don't think any of these two teams are going to make it out of the group, though. Let me take a quick look at the group that we're currently playing. Netherlands, I think Netherlands and Senegal will make it out of this group. This game will be played tomorrow. So the website finally updated the score into 0-0. Yeah, I don't think none of these teams are going to make it out. Senegal, they lose Mane to an injury, so that's a big loss for them. But the team is really good. I think they're the best African team. They are the African Cup of Nations champion. but money is a huge part of that setup. So big loss for them. Let's see how they cope without him. Ecuador on the front foot here again. They're looking to score a legal goal to make the game 1-0. Foul here on the near side to Ecuador. And they did score from a free kick earlier. So let's see if they can actually score again, and this time it will stand. But they look the stronger team at the moment. Ecuador, they look really the stronger team. Qatar, started on the front foot, but then once Ecuador settled in, they are literally dictating the pace of the game at the moment. And a free kick here on the near side will be swinging from a left footer. So this is going away from the keeper. A lot of hustling and tussling there in the box. Good clearance from Qatar. Ecuador wins it back. And they push again. But good defending once more. Qatar on the back foot, but they're keeping Ecuador out for the most part. No more chances since the offside goal. I mean, as a German fan, I'm not, confident of my team this year, but it's football, anything can happen. If the bracket goes in our favor, we can, take it a game at a time and surprise and go against odds. That would be really good. Really, really good. But my favorite to win, which is sad to say, the Brazilians look stocked. Brazilians look really good. I know that France losing so much players, it seems much easier for them and Argentina, in my view. Argentina, another team, look really, really good. They're going almost 40 games unbeaten. So they're a team to watch. Messi last World Cup, maybe. Portugal, a really good team with a lot of young quality players as well. They're going to play for, the tournament like it's their last as well, with the likes of Ronaldo, playing his last World Cup too. No referee going to stop some kind of pushing and all of that in the box from two players. A corner kick to Ecuador. Good header out from Qatar. 12 minutes played, 0-0. Ecuador, they scored an early goal, which was ruled out offside. But they have been on the front foot since then, trying to remake one of those goals. Ecuador plays it back deep into their half, playing it around in the box. Please, once you're here, like the video. Click like for others to be aware that we're live. I'll throw in here to Qatar on the near side. Now they're looking back at the goal once more, and I'm still. Oh, they're showing the offside. Okay. Okay, with the initial header, the second player played the ball was offside. Qatar find it really difficult though to play into their strikers. They're playing it long, and Ecuador dealing with all of those plays easily. A flick on here, Ecuador on the front foot again, and a free kick to Qatar. Valencia, he's the captain. He's a really good player. He has been around for a while now. and he's leading the line for Ecuador at the moment. It will be really good for Qatar to score, though. Your home team, first game in the World Cup. It'll be really, really good for you to score. A ball played here to Eno Valencia. Is this legal goal? No, he beats the keeper. That could be a penalty. And the referee says, yes, it's a penalty to Ecuador. Good attack there from Ecuador. I think it's Eno Valencia who beats the keeper, and the keeper then pulled him back. Yes, it was him. So Ecuador had another opportunity to go 1-0 up. And Eno Valencia, he won the penalty. He's involved a lot in the earlier stages here. He scored the offside goal. He won the penalty, and I'm sure he's the one going to kick the penalty as well. So it's all about Valencia in the first half here. Looks a penalty. The keeper tried to play the ball and didn't get it. End up hitting the striker's shin. So Ecuador with a chance to make it 1-0 legally once no one runs into the box before the ball is kicked and he scores. And he steps up. Valencia will take it. He steps up to score the first World Cup goal in 2022, and he does from the penalty spot. Good finish, calm and composed finish from Eno Valencia. Easy does it, and it's 1-0 to Ecuador. And now my bet is out the window. Well, the bet that I chose to use from the caller earlier, it's out the window now. That's it. Yeah. So Ecuador won. They have scored the first goal in the FIFA World Cup this year. They repeated the same celebration they did when the outside goal was scored, and Eno Valencia on the score sheet. This could be a long day for Qatar, though, based on how the game has been going. Ecuador creating all the opportunities so far, and it seemed like a one-way traffic. Cool, calm, easy finish. Waited until the keeper dives and then just place it to the other post. So 1-0 up. How do you guys think the game will finish? Are you watching the game though where you are? Let me know if you're watching. Let me know what you think about the game so far. Let me know, if you think Qatar can come back, and at least draw the game as Chavez and Nico said earlier. Or will Ecuador run away with it? 2-3-0. I really wanted Ecuador to score the first goal though. Good 1-2 there. Ecuador trying to create a chance here. He's asking for a corner kick, and the referee says no, goal kick. And the keeper was yellow carded. Alfredo said, where can I watch it live? Depending on where you are. If you're here locally in Jamaica, you can watch it on CVM TV or on C Sports TV. That's a streaming app or website. I'm watching it on C Sports, the website at the moment. So depending on where you are, I think if you're in the Caribbean, it should be able to use C Sports. csports.tv or .net. Let me confirm. C Sports. Yeah, csports.tv. Otherwise, I'm not 100% sure, but we can't stream it on the platform, copyright issues. Yeah. Hence why you don't hear an audio or you don't see it. Ecuador moving forward once more. A foul and a free kick. Close to the half line here for them. And that's Ene Valencia's fourth FIFA World Cup goal. And another chance here for Ecuador on offside. The player crashed with the keeper. And both of them are down at the moment. The Ecuadorian player don't look comfortable. He looks like he's in pain. It could have been offside though, the initial cross that came in from a player that was offside. Yeah, both players injured at the moment. The Ecuadorian player up is limping. And if Ecuador should win this game, that put them on 3 points, which you're seeing now on the screen. They will be on 3 points. And Qatar will be in fourth with a negative goal difference and on 0 points. And that 3 points will be very, very good for Ecuador. You know, if they can secure this win, all they will be required to do to ensure a round of 16 spot would just draw the 2 games. You know, you go out and try to be compact and defensive, and you know, try to play the Senegalese team and Netherlands team for a full 90 minutes. A yellow card here as Valencia is fouled. Yeah, full 90 minutes that, you know, you're defending and attacking well. And if you can get 2 draw, they'll be safely through. As Valencia is fouled. Yeah, full 90 means that, you know, you're defending and attacking well. Mute. You have to mute. Sorry. Okay, it's gone. Okay, you have to mute wherever or whatever device you're using to watch this stream before you come on. It's going to cause a feedback. Yeah. But you can always call back once you start that out. Yeah, so a free kick here to Ecuador once more. So Ecuador, they're using a method where they, you know, deliver the ball in the box to a player to head it back across the goal and create a chance. They did score from that for the offside goal. And it seems like it's a training ground method they're using. And they're getting chances from it, which is good. But Qatar, I'm not really seeing much signs from them. You know, 30% possession. To Qatar, hence they're hardly possessing the ball. You know, most of the ball is being played by Ecuador, and in Qatar half at that, for the most part. Ecuador moving forward again, tries to beat one. He plays it outside, but there are no signs from Qatar coming back in this game though. I mean, they can score from, you know, the runner play, and it could give them confidence, but I'm not seeing where that would actually come from. Maybe a penalty, you know, if they can get themselves up in the box in Ecuador box, because they're playing so far from Ecuador box right now, as they are defending for the most part of the game, you know. So it's very difficult for them. A free kick here to Qatar in their half. You know, this is an opportunity where they can get players up the pitch, you know, play it long, try to win possession where they can, and and create an opportunity. You need to get your players, your attacking players, your better players on the ball for them to try and create for you. You have to give them an opportunity to play. Good 1-2 here in the middle from Qatar. They're trying to build something here. It would be good if they can create an opportunity. Let's see how they handle that. And Ecuador, they handle that attack well. Sorry. And a free kick here to Ecuador once more. 25 minutes played. Ecuador 1, Qatar 0. Ecuador the better team, clearly at this moment. Based on how the game is going, I think this game might finish 2-0. I predicted 2-1 in my match predictor. These South American teams, they don't have the most popular players and a lot of players, but they have players that will fight for each other. And once they have a little quality in that group, they can do a lot with it. This is another chance for Ecuador to score once more. They're on the far side, cuts it inside. Good defending from Qatar there. The defender playing it out. He's dribbling it out. Throwing to Qatar. Good work. And he's telling the guys to come on. You guys need to pick up the pace. A long ball there. Forward from Qatar, and Ecuador calmly collected and played it out among themselves in the back line. I think this is going to be a fairly comfortable game for Ecuador. But is anyone here watching the game? Let me know what you think about the game so far. And how do you think it will finish? Yeah, the game is more settled now. Ecuador is passing it around with little and no effort from Qatar to win it so high. They are sitting a little deep. Maybe they don't want to fall for that long ball that played through where Valencia got the penalty. They're trying to ensure those areas are covered. As such, they will not press too high. But the game is a little bit too easy now for Ecuador. They're passing it around. No one challenging them for the possession of the ball. Long ball played forward from Ecuador. Another opportunity for them. Shots over the bar. So, patient build up. Patient build up from Ecuador. And they eventually got a shot off. Too high though. And the Qatar fans, they are dancing and singing. They're enjoying themselves. That 1-0 down, not really affecting them at the moment. A free kick to Qatar, yellow card for the Ecuadorian player. And that's Sacedo. It's I mean, he stops an attack, so I understand why he would have gotten booked, but a little bit soft to me. Could have warned him. I think there was a genuine intent to win the ball. Come on, Qatar. Let's see. 1-1 would be a very, very good score to go in the second half. Where both teams can actually have a chance to win it. And Guzman say, where are you watching it on? Good day, Guzman. If you're here locally in Jamaica, you can watch it on CVM TV or csports.tv, the app or their website. You should be able to access the C Sports in the Caribbean as well, if that's where you are. But outside of that, I'm not 100% sure, depending on your location. I'm not sure. But yeah. But at the moment, it's Ecuador 1, Qatar 0. Valencia, he scored a penalty after their first goal was called back due to offside. And they look the stronger team at the moment. They look like they should win this game comfortably once they don't, give up an easy chance or so. Because, you can give up a chance and then, the next team get some confidence to come back and win the game. And Ecuador, they're away again. A good early square in and 2-0 to Ecuador. Ener Valencia with a clinical header. And it's Ecuador 2, Qatar 0. At Valencia, he has been involved in almost everything so far. He scored an offside goal. He won the penalty. He scored a penalty, and now he scored again. And it's 2-0 to Ecuador. So, Nico, I told you that, Qatar wasn't going to challenge this team. Anyway, I had 2-1, and it looks like 2-1 will be out the window. Because they just might score 3-4. And I did say it based on how the game is playing. They look like they will, they run away with it 2-3 or 4-0. There's a potential offside here checking at the moment. Could this be another offside goal callback? Possibly. Let's see what the VAR team will say. It's a very good header though. Very, very good header. Two players leaped in front of him that could have shadowed him and made it more difficult for him, but he headed that ball really good. Down in the far post, away from the keeper. And the goal has stand, so it's 2-0. And Qatar restarts play. I mean, the Qatar fans, they're still enjoying themselves. I mean, just knowing that you're hit, the World Cup is here at home. It's a big part of a lot of them lives, especially when they love the game. They're a part of history, basically. So I don't think they will, take this too personal. They will just brush off and come again for the second game. This is pure fun for them, basically. Not the team, but the fans. The team will want to win, but the fans, I don't think they will take it personal or take it too hard on themselves if they don't perform well. It was a great header, though. Really, really good header of the ball. So 33 minutes played. Ecuador 2, Qatar 0. And they have a group celebration where they kneel down in a circle and their hands are up. Free kick again to Ecuador. And Ecuador basically running away with this game at the moment. The Qatar players, they would definitely want to see halftime any moment now. But there's at least 12 minutes to play plus added time. So they need to ensure they don't concede again before those 12 minutes up. If you're just joining, please like the video. Subscribe if you're new and hit the bell so you are here first once we go live, especially for the big games the big teams, the Brazil, the Argentina, the Germany, the Spain, the France. Yeah, you can come and share your thoughts and your predictions, Yeah. So 2-0 to Ecuador, and we're edging closer to halftime with the game running away from Qatar. That's just the reality at the moment. So I think the question now is, it's by how much do you think Ecuador will win? I think that would be the question now. I think I'm going to show you guys the bet that I did. Well, not me. I haven't personally created a bet so far. But a friend of mine sent me a ticket, and I looked at it and I said, you know what, I'm going to buy it. So I'm going to show you guys what the ticket looks like. It's all World Cup games. Not every game that would be playing the World Cup, but all the games on the ticket is a World Cup game. And I compile all of them together. And let me show you what it looks like. So I think this game is the first one, and I have at least 2 goals to score. So I think the first, match has been completed for me, and it's just for the rest to go the way we assume or we predict. But Ecuador still 2, Qatar 0. Around 37, 38 minutes played. Why does this keep telling me to register? Stop. So my bets. All right. Let me get this code first. So score is still Ecuador 2, Qatar 0. $40 played, 5 minutes to go, plus added time. And I think Qatar will be happy to hear that halftime whistle right now. Honestly. I'm just trying to bring up a ticket here without showing you guys too much. What the hell is going on here now? Where is it? Good, much better. So let me share this with you guys quickly. Good. All right. Who's that? Present, share. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the first ticket that I bought for the World Cup. Now, a friend of mine sent me this ticket and he said he likes this ticket. I should look at it, and I said, okay, I'll look at it. So this is the first ticket that I bought. I didn't buy the game that's playing right now. Ecuador 2, Qatar, and I didn't buy that game. I didn't get a chance to sit down and really look into the game itself. So this is the ticket the only ticket that I have particularly have for the World Cup so far. And this is not lately. I haven't been buying this way. I mostly buy like 1 or 2 games on a ticket, but I like this one. I started to really like it. Sorry. So if you notice, the first game on the ticket is Qatar Ecuador, and if you notice right here, if you can see my cursor or my mouse, it says over 1.5 total. Now that would means once over 1.5 goals scored, this, is correct. It went through. That bet itself went through, and that is the case right now because 2 is more than 1.5. So it's basically over 1 goal scored. That's what we had for that game. So at the moment, the ticket actually started good, right? Tomorrow, no, the England game is also on it, and we have England to win, right? That's the second game. Then Senegal, Netherlands, the over 2.5 total goes again. The same thing for US, Wales, Argentina. No, the over 1.5. This is only for Argentina in this one. So Argentina have to score more than 1 goal, basically. In this game, Denmark, Tunisia, Denmark to win this game. That's just anyhow they want to win. And this is another total over 1.5. So the total overs, anybody can score the goal. But for likes Argentina, where you say over 1.5 Argentina total, that has to be Argentina. But once you say like total over, that means any team can score the goals. The other game is France to win. Just win any amount, it doesn't matter. And then Morocco, Croatia to win. Germany and Japan to win. Belgium, Canada, Belgium to win. Brazil, Serbia, Brazil to win. Portugal, Ghana, total over 1.5. So when you buy the total, it doesn't matter who wins. Once the goal scores, you're good. And then the last game is Switzerland, Cameroon, total over 1.5. And the bet is being purchased for $3,000, and the payout, if everything goes the way we predict, that's $590,000. So yeah, that's a lot of games. So this is not a ticket where you sit down and you kind of fret and worry. You just allow it to run. The good thing about this ticket is if probably half the games played, they will probably say, give you a fraction of the money and say, do you want to check out? Do you want to take this amount and go with it? So So that's a good thing. But that's the only bet that I have so far. But I don't usually recently I don't bet like this anymore. I normally bet like 1 game or 2 game only on a bet. Yeah. So for example, this game is being played now. If I went and check the odds and see how I can bet on this game, maybe I would have won. Maybe I would have bought any Valencia to take 2 or 3 shots on target, and I practically would have won because you have already took at least 3 shots on target. That's how I buy. But I didn't. I was busy and I wasn't really interested to buy this game. So yeah. But this is a ticket that I have now. My friend sent me, say look at it and I say, you know what, let me just, you never know. It might just be a lucky day, to kick off the World Cup. So that's why I got it. And if you guys want to try it, let me see if I can send you guys the code. 1 second. Okay, so you guys can use this code that you're seeing here, 1353254404, and enter it into the Just Bet ID section, and this will come up. Once it comes up, you select reuse selections. Reuse selections will bring everything up. So this one won't possible because it's already being played. So you'd have all the other options available, and you can remove what you want and add if you want anything else on it. If your choice, you can manipulate it. You can change it around. You can adjust what you want, do what you want. Yeah, but you won't have this available as it's already played. Yeah. I was going to look at another thing. What was it? Yeah, just remember. So yeah. So you can actually get it right there. Let me double check what your score now. Let me double check what the score now, as it should be halftime soon. So 47 minutes played, and still 2-0 to Ecuador. This looks like Ecuador will secure the first 3 points for the FIFA World Cup, and that's really good for them. Thank you guys for joining. If you're just here, please like the video, share if possible, and also hit the subscribe button if you're new. Is anyone in the chat watching the game? I would like to know from another perspective what someone thinks about the game, because I'm seeing what I actually anticipated. I had them to win 2-1. I didn't have Qatar to do much damage, to be honest. I gave them that goal because I just think that they're home. The excitement, it will give them the confidence at least get a goal. If you wish, Chavez, you can click that link and join the chat. You can actually, if you don't want to show the video, you can actually don't allow it, and it will come up just an avatar with the audio. 2 or more goals leaving this match. I think so. I think Ecuador has at least one more in them. But I would hope that Qatar comes out and nick a goal like early on to make it 2-1, so the game can be a lot more exciting in the latter stages. They don't want first game to be boring, and I think it will be boring if eventually Ecuador run away with it. But good first half for Ecuador, and that's good for them. They have no. Alex Reed said why he didn't bring money on JC games today. So the JC Money game that played, I think that's Tets and another venue in the country, and I was at Sabina Park. The Mona game and Krenla game was being streamed on Sportsmax YouTube channel, and that as such I am not available to stream it. The fact that they were streaming, they can strike the channel. So yeah, if you notice, there are two videos there. One with a piece of the Mona game, and there another one with like a fan cam situation where you see how the fans reacting and all of that. But yeah, they have the rights to broadcast it, so I can't stream it while they're streaming, especially while they're streaming on YouTube. Well, yeah, it wouldn't be possible to stream the JC game though, because they were in the country and I was at Sabina Park in town, where the Mona and KC game is being played. Both games for the semifinals next week will be played at the stadium, so I will be there. But yeah, but more than likely, Sportsmax they will stream it as well. I'm not sure if it's because they realized that they were not giving you guys what you guys supposed to get when I was before, when I was doing it before. So maybe that gave them a wake up call, so they decided to do it, to continue to do it now, or to get back to it. I don't know, I'm not sure, but that's how I personally feel. But yeah, I would definitely, once it's possible, I will. And I will definitely be at the game, so definitely give updates and stuff like that. So no worries. But what school you rep though? Let me say, Clarendon College look really, really good. They made Mona look average. Mona looked average yesterday, honestly. I'm really excited about the KC-JC semifinals game, though. I'm really, really excited about that game. And we've seen KC play Georges. We've seen them play Mona now. Those are probably the two better teams that they have played. And, they've beaten Georges twice convincingly and beaten Mona convincingly, even though Mona did play well. So I think JC being another test next week would be good for them in the Super Cup semifinals. They have stats in the Money Cup semis as well in this week, so that could be a very good challenge too. But that JC KC game is going to be a spectacular game. If you can be there, you should. If not, let's hope you can watch it, the full game live. But it will be exciting. So it should be halftime. Let me confirm. It should be halftime now between Ecuador and Qatar. So that is it for the first half in the first game of the FIFA World Cup. And Ecuador seems like they are, running away with the first 3 points, as what SalMedia TV would have predicted. And also that more than one goal will score in the game. So not much surprise for me. The game started out interesting. Qatar, they went forward in the first couple of situations, and eventually Ecuador took control of the game and scored 3 goals. One, pulled back due to offside, and leading comfortably. Guzman. Greetings. Greetings, Guzman. You're now live.
Greetings, man.
Yeah, which team you support?
England or France,
England and France. Two really good team. But what do you think about France and the injuries, though?
I'm not sure you know about injuries part yet.
I'm going to tell you one who injured.
Yeah.
All right, so Nkunku injured, Benzema injured, Pogba injured, Kante injured. There should be at least one more. Let me confirm quickly. Yeah, but all those players are out. Everyone knows the Pogba and the Kante combination in that midfield is very important for them. Greetings. Who's this? Kwan's FF? Greetings. What team you support? Quans? Argentina. It look like right there. Yeah. So yeah, most of the midfielders that would have been starting for France in the past couple of competitions, they're out. And Benzema, the current World Player of the Year, is actually out as well. So
LeBron, Griezmann, and Mbappe.
yeah, they're playing, but Griezmann is not really on top form right now. So do you really expect much from him though?
See where I'm going with, man.
Okay. So what do you think about England squad? England have a really good team. You think England can, go all the way?
Yeah, but they not use the team more than if you use it.
Nah, use it though. What do you think?
Joke, man.
Yeah, what would be your best 11 for England tomorrow?
England. Alright. Harry Kane.
Greetings, Damar. Greetings.
Hold on, give me a second. Hold on.
Yeah. Which team you support, Damar?
Huh?
Damar, greetings. Which team you support?
Belgium.
Belgium. Okay, yeah, aging team right now, but you think this can be the year?
Huh?
I'm saying Belgium team, they're aging at the moment. Do you think this can be their year?
Yeah. Sure.
We've seen where Hazard not playing that much in, Real Madrid. Do you think he can come and have an impact on the national team though?
Yeah, but him play good in friendlies.
He play good in the friendly them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So who do
And
you
the
think
qualifier.
would be the teams that would challenge Belgium if Belgium should, go to the finals or to the semis? Who do you think are those teams that you will be worried about?
Well, like France for sure. France, Brazil. Yeah, England. Yeah, them 3 teams.
France, Brazil, and England. Yeah, 3 good team.
Yeah.
But I was just saying Guzman that the France team, they're losing a lot of players, especially the core of the midfield, like the Pogba and the Kante. You still have them as one of the favorites, even though they lose so much players, and the Benzema.
Oh, Benzema out now, yeah.
Yeah, Benzema.
Yeah, the mid pick up now for sure. The midfield, yeah. And then lose Kante and Pogba.
Mbappe will come and just do Mbappe things and just win it for them again.
Yeah.
So Nico, you watch the first half. What do you think about the first half of the Ecuador game?
Me want to watch them match where Qatar did a win all along. That's why me always wonder where them man come from and win all of them matches all this time.
I told you, bro.
The man just get introduced to some real football.
Yeah, that's it. Go.
Yeah, Ecuador, the man them second to everything. They don't know what to do no more. Maybe them they don't know what to do.
Yeah, I think
They never pay enough money, man.
they just not used to this level of football, and that's just the reality sometimes. Demar, you watch the first half Qatar game?
No, just come on.
Just come on. Okay. So who do you had to win that game before though? What was your thought about the game before?
But think Ecuador for sure.
Ecuador, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So so Qatar, it seems like they're not used to the level, and they have to understand. That's just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you see a team playing well and they're winning games where they are and within their conference and the continent, I should say. Sorry, but when they match up to the bigger teams in the South America, European areas, it's just a cut up.
But the last 6 matches, Panama, they beat Panama 2-1. Honduras 1-0. This is 3 out of it. Chile, the man Chile 2-2.
Yes, if you look at listen to the names that they're playing, you get me? So it's just a level down, and no, you're at the World Cup, and you're meeting the best in the world right now. Remember that they didn't qualify to come to World Cup. Or you have to also remember when a team is hosting the World Cup, they get a lot of friendlies all over the place from the teams that are not in qualifiers, because while qualifiers are playing, every team is basically playing qualifier. So the teams that they will get friendly with are teams that are not involved in the final qualification round. So you find that the teams that are playing, they're very mediocre teams. You know, the friendlies that they're playing, the warm friendlies, are for the most part over the past 2 years when they're preparing for this competition, mostly mediocre teams they're playing. So it's just the reality check right now that they're playing the best in the world. They're the hosts, which is why they're here, and they just have to enjoy the moment. To me, especially for the fans, they just need to enjoy the moment. Don't let these results get to them because don't expect too much from a Qatar.
They probably get 4. You have a couple rapid man all rub all in your face already, you know. So don't to wake up tomorrow and work up now play.
I mean, you want to win still if you're part of the team. If I don't play, I want to win. I want to go there and perform, But
So they get a goal. What happened? You know what happened, man. Forgot all of his score to ready to blow.
yeah, so the thing is, it's just when you meet up players that they are quicker than you, they're faster than you, they're just a level above what you're used to. It's like, you get a reality check and it's like, hey, football just start play. You get what I say? Sorry. So to me, that's just a situation. I'm not gonna really, kill them too much. It's just that it's not good enough. And that's just reality. But what I would personally want is when they come out, they're gonna have just find a way to score.
Let's see how the second half. Hopefully they can settle a bit because they seem a bit nervous as well.
That they're not used to this kind of occasion. It is in Valencia have played about 3 to 4 World Cups.
Yes, and he has been around the world as well.
He's used to this, I think that's it's 4th and 5th World Cup tour. So this is something he's used to this. So for the likes of the Qatar team, they're not used to this exposure, the limelight, and the level of football that they're facing now. It's just not something they're used to, and that's just reality. But I see Ecuador, finishing the game comfortable with 3 points, and it's just a matter of how much. And I think they will want to go for it.
The group kind of look. The group kind of look. What we go through now?
Yeah, because all Ecuador need to do is basically score a lot of goals today, as much as they can. And if they can draw next 2 games, they're good, Because most teams will look at Qatar and say, okay, that's our 3 points,
That's our 3 points.
Yeah, they're going to approach the group, say, hey, that's a sure 3 points, and we fight the other 2 games to get as much as we can. So the good thing for Ecuador is that they have done it first, and they need to just capitalize and score as much as they can for them to have that good goal difference, just in case they draw a game and they level on points to the team, they can still go through based on goal difference. So yeah, that's it. So I was asking Guzman earlier. He says he's a French/English fan.
So I'm going to Verratti.
Huh?
Verratti, man, carrying off in midfield tomorrow.
I don't feel that we can understand the man there, man. Too much variety when it comes to what. The man them have second chance.
Verratti as in the player, or variety as in different options?
Player, man, Verratti, man.
Verratti Italian.
Verratti, man.
No, Verratti Italian.
Yeah, Italian.
Italian play for.
So Koeman carrying off in midfield.
Koeman is a winger. The midfielders you're thinking about, I'm telling you, the midfielders who could come and replace and play in that probably 2 or 3 man midfield.
Rabiot.
Yeah, Rabiot, Guendouzi.
Oh, I'm reaching a World Cup because at one point he was better than this. He didn't make the team. Now he's far from his best in every single way. How did he make the team?
Who that?
Rabiot, the same player.
I honestly don't know. I wonder the same thing.
It's
not a player that
because the man was at PSG and the higher the world demanding how much money from PSG. That's one of the reasons why they released him. Couldn't make the team.
Yeah, I don't understand why as well.
He can't.
That's how it is, The coach most of the time pick players that they think will be, the player that will suit them and what they want.
I mean, one of the most surprising thing right now is seeing who is going to play in the middle for France. Because I mean, I guess Kama and we will see. We'll see.
Yeah,
One thing we know for sure, Ecuador is sure than 3 points.
that is it. I might say a question, Nico. Regarding England squad, who you start with? Who you start in the front three for England?
And we know Kane. I would use this same front three I see them start the last time, the Kane, Saka, and Foden on the left. Because pretty much Foden, that's it for me. There's
So you
no
would
such
basically take out Sterling, which has been the player that playing for them for the most part in competitions, like in major tournaments. He has been the one to partner Kane and others up front. They take him out based on his current form.
current form. Well,
Is that
most
the reason why
definitely
you
his current form. Is his current form better than none of those two players?
Not in my view.
As another, I mean, I can't even tell what Sterling is. As I said, that would be my three. Rashford,
Yeah,
right?
break up.
No,
Yeah.
I said that would be my three.
Yeah,
I don't
break
have
up.
much to say on Sterling.
Yeah, Danny McCurdy said, "Where can we watch the game?" So, regrettably, we can't stream a FIFA World Cup match here on the live because of copyright issues. But if you are here locally in Jamaica, you can watch it on CVM TV or on csports.tv website or the app. App is available on Apple App Store and Play Store. You should be able to access csports.tv in the Caribbean as well. But outside of that, I'm not sure where you can stream it. But we can't stream it here live on YouTube though. It cannot work. Yeah, copyright issues. But let me know what team you support. Are you a Ecuadorian or Argentinian? Who do you think are going to win? I personally think Brazil should win, but let's hope Germany surprise everybody. Yeah. So you say second half, you think, Nico, that Ecuador are going to just run away with it 4-0 maybe? Are you telling me to go and buy a bet for the second half? Because honestly,
I mean, I predict no more, no, brother.
maybe if I did buy, I would. If I buy, or I usually buy like shots on target, I would have probably buy any Valencia and I win because I don't know nobody on Qatar team really. So,
When a man said Ahmed earlier, I remember we were talking about Valencia.
who is this Ahmed you were speaking of? Yeah, so I would have bought someone from the Ecuadorian team, which would be in Valencia,
Definitely Valencia.
and I would buy at least 2 or 3 shots on target. I know I would win, but I wasn't interested to buy. I didn't have a time for look or anything. But so it goes. Sometime opportunities pass. Yeah, for just catch up next time. But for England team over there mentioned, I think Saka on the left, on the right for sure, in my view, and Kane in the middle. He's mentioned Foden on the left. Sometimes I wonder Foden if he really gives you his best, playing on the left or on the right or in the middle. Sometimes I wonder, To me, on the left, kind of, I'd want Foden to start, but I'm not sure if I would get the best of him from the left side. You think he'd probably start Grealish on the left side?
Probably. Agrees to everybody's favorite boy for one. Why I don't know. But
Yeah, most of the coaches seem to like what he
yeah,
does.
but Foden should be stronger. Or maybe he should change the formation. His formation is his problem, because with a 4-2-3-1, all those 4 players can play. Foden could go behind Kane, where he'll probably play a bit better than being pushed to the left. I don't really want to play on the left either, so maybe even Rashford would have a say.
Rashford.
But I mean, it's down to the formation. And
you play 4-3-3, I don't think you're going to change that. And if you play 4-2-3-1, then it actually change how you construct your midfield too, because then it depends. The personalities in the midfield will change in a way. maybe at least one of them are going to change based on how you want them to play when they switch it to 4-2-3-1. So,
but it's the same thing. It's still when he plays 5-2, 5-2-3. It's still
yeah,
only two centrals.
still only two, yeah. But I think the biggest problem for me is too much players to choose from. Who would you start at right back?
I mean, it's now down to 26. So I don't think him have that much again anymore. But
You still have,
Walker,
I'm telling you, who would you start at right back right now?
if Walker is fit, it's definitely Walker, but we don't know who is fit.
If
And
he's not fit,
Arnold is out for him. So I mean, White is playing good in Arsenal.
mhm,
There is no doubt, but there's no way I would start White
at
over
right back.
Walker and knowing that's their definite position
Yeah,
and knowing what they produce playing. Yes, Arnold is not doing
yeah,
his
break up
best.
a little bit. So, you don't think it all depends on how you want the right back to play?
Yeah, well, maybe that's true too. Because if you're coming up again with a very attacking team, I don't think you're going to want to play Arnold if there is not a fit
Yeah,
Walker. So
yeah.
then White would have
Maybe
a big
the better option at that point.
White would be a better option at that point, and that's where it comes in where you switch your squad during the team, but I would still have Arnold
At the first choice.
as the first choice.
So with Trippier having a great season with Newcastle, where you fit him in the team?
Oh, sorry, we forgot Trippier. Sorry. Yeah, but they have no problem. Sorry, me never remember. It's a total. Then they have
Yeah,
no problem. But where Trippier will be playing? He probably left on the left. Me no know. He might play. He bring the left back.
That's why I'm telling you that his coach's problem is that he might have too much options.
He bring the left back.
He might go overthink. I think he brought Shaw, you know.
Oh yeah, he brought Shaw.
Shaw, yeah.
Even though he brought Shaw, it's Trippier that will probably be on the left.
Yeah.
But so why
But
definitely
Shaw is a
not?
good wing back to me. Shaw is a good enough wing back for me to say Shaw should start.
But all right, so if Shaw starts on the left, then we definitely know White won't be playing at right back.
Okay. So should White play as a centre back pair and allow Trippier and Arnold if Walker is out to interchange on the right back?
If he's seeing that is best, but he's playing the right back and he's playing it that good now, then let him play on the right in a tree because they're playing a tree.
Even the right side of a tree, yeah.
Definitely.
I think so. I don't think Maguire should be in this. I knew him going to start him, but
well, as we say, they're starting the players that they have played with and seen done it before.
Yeah, but this team seems to get them almost embarrassed in the Nations League recently.
Well, let's hope him come to him senses. Remember one day.
Mm-hmm. So, based on the bracket, right? Let me see if we can go on the bracket right now. If Argentina and Brazil top their group, they will on the same side of the bracket. Now, most people have either Argentina or Brazil. Most people would have heard spoken. You know, Brazil always have a fan bias because they have a lot of fans. But
yeah, they have a lot of fans. And
Argentina, a lot of Argentinas.
The name is a household
as well,
where
right?
Even people that don't watch football on a regular basis, the first team that Brazil will be the first
which
team.
is a reality. So as you can see here, once Argentina top the group and Brazil top the group, if they go on and win every game, they will meet in the semifinal. If you are a coach, right, would you want to avoid this before a finals, or you don't even think about that? You just go out and play.
I mean, you would just go out and play. And
where I asked that because recently, why I asked that recently, I watching the Manning Cup, right? And the quarterfinals group, you have 4 teams in one group, 4 teams in the other group, and you have Casey, Mona, Charlie, and Georges. So Casey and Mona are the 2 better teams, and both of them won the 2 first games. and the assistant coach did an interview, basically telling everybody that he wants to avoid JC. That's what he said first. And he's like, sorry, when he realized what he was saying, he was trying to catch up. But it was obvious that he was saying he wanted to avoid JC. No. In that game, they needed to win, though. But I'm saying the mindset is that he's thinking about not playing the better team before the finals. You have to beat the best to anyway. So when they play them as semis or finals, you still have to play them. But obviously, this is something that he and the main coach would have thought about. Say, I think it's best to play them in the final. It's still a knockout. I don't know what's the difference, really. But they wanted to. That's what he said. So that's why I asked. Because he was a coach. It was not. It's not just a fun talking saying, I don't want to play this team before or whatever the case is. This is a coach.
It does play on the mind. It does play on the mind. Meeting the strongest team way too early in the competition does play on the mind, especially if they are everybody's favorite. And then it. Yeah. But I think yes, you'd have rather play them earlier and beat them early, so you can try down and probably meet the easier team in the finals. It get better. Yeah. So you just have to do what you have to do at the end of the day. But it does play on the mind. Nobody really wants to play the nowhere. You don't want to play them nowhere. Whether the finals or late, you'd rather the other team play them and beat them, and you meet the other team.
But the other team is good enough to beat that team that you're worried about. Obviously, this team has the quality to beat you as well. If
teams can have good day. Teams can have good day.
Okay.
Teams can have good day.
That team a team that you underestimate can come in front of
can come and hurt you, but at the end of the day,
it's less likely for that to happen.
You have it less likely, so your confidence level is still. But I mean, it will cost you, right? Because you might just go in the game thinking you have it in the bag already, and then turn around and cost you. But still,
that's true.
If a Croatia and a Brazil as Argentina, you'd have definitely rather to want the Croatia. No matter where you meet them, whether it's the finals or the semi-finals.
Yeah. I guess what's the approach behind that is the mindset is that you want to see yourself go the farthest point in the competition.
In the competition.
So if you play the best team in the competition, they want to play them last. That way you can say at least I went to the finals. No, if you play them in the quarterfinal or the round of 16 and you get knocked out, I mean, you look like a bad season. So that's maybe the mindset behind it. But I mean, if you're at a semi-final, it's basically almost the end of the competition. I think anybody you play, just beat them. Just go out and play to beat them. You can practically have a easier finals, as I say, because I've played competition before where we have played throughout the competition and winning like 2 or 3 or 1, and the finals we went in 1-6-1.
Easy, right?
Yeah, so it's like the easiest game on the competition. So to me, when it reaches a certain level, I mean, any team you get to just play.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, check back to the match. I
think the game should restart. Or let's just go. Let me give you an update on the score quickly. Still 2-0, 56 minutes played. But I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna take it here. Ecuador seems as if they have gotten the first 3 points of the FIFA World Cup 2022 with Ene Valencia double strike. He scored another one. Could have been a hat-trick, but he was offside. So thanks for all the persons that joined. Thanks, Nico, for being here as usual. And thanks for the people that came and commented in the comment section. Please like the video before you go and share if possible. Subscribe if you're new. And there is the opportunity to support the channel if you want in super chat, super thanks, or PayPal if anyhow you wish. But we'll be here tomorrow for the England game and the other games. I think Netherlands should be playing tomorrow, right? Netherlands and Senegal. So you guys, thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Germany all the way as per usual. Have yourself a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of the World Cup.